How do you split expenses with your partner? I'm curious how other folks split the finances in their relationships, and I'm after some feedback on whether our current split is fair. We've been living together for 3 years and don't have joint finances. When we initially moved in together, we split joint expenses 50-50 since our incomes were fairly similar. At that point, we also each had a car and paid for our own car expenses. My partner was a package deal with their cat, who they paid most of the expenses for. At this point, my income has grown more than my partner's. My base salary is about 13K higher than theirs a year, but I also get a shift differential for some hours and potentially a yearly bonus, not guaranteed, and the amount varies. My car developed issues and got sold a few months after we moved in together, and I haven't replaced it. I work from home, we live somewhere walkable and near public transport, and I either Uber or hire a car when I need to. I don't drive my partner's car, but they drive us to anything we're going to together. I think it makes sense to split joint expenses proportionately, and we've been trying that for the last few months, but I'm not sure if we've calculated things well or if there's other things I should be taking into account. Since my income varies a little, I averaged my take-home pay over the last 6 months and worked out that as a proportion of our joint take-home pay, it's roughly 57-43% split. This is how we've been splitting things since then. Rent, utilities, internet, contents insurance, 60-40. Groceries, vet bills, house stuff, new towels, kitchen gadgets, etc., 50-50. I'm not sure if we should be splitting some of the 50-50 expenses differently or if I should be contributing to some of their car costs. Definitely getting some interesting responses here, thanks to everyone that's answered. To answer some common questions or clear up some misconceptions, I'm a lady, not a guy. Finances aren't shared despite living together for 3 years for a bunch of reasons. Partially because my partner hates discussing finances, partially because our relationship isn't particularly traditional, partially because I'd want a ring first, and that's not on the table for now. We're not planning for kids, so they're not a consideration. OZ Finance tends towards high-income earners. Take the average OZ Finance salary, and that's probably our combined income. Neither of us are making six figures, so that 13K is a more significant gap than it would be for many of you. We're splitting proportionately despite the small difference in income, because recent vet bills made me realize that my partner has no emergency savings. We don't live extravagantly, and our combined income should be enough for us to save a little. The fact that I am able to save a bit and have a decent emergency fund, and they don't, means something has got to be wrong somewhere. I figured I should probably be paying a little more so they have the capacity to save more.